Good morning and welcome to the Tranquil Cottage Knits Podcast. I'm your host, Michelle. You can find me on Ravelry as Tranquil Cottage, on Instagram as Tranquil Cottage Knits, and you can find the blog at www.tranquilcottageknits.weebly.com. So hi, happy Sunday. I hope everybody is doing well and had a great week. It is Sunday. It's bad. I've got to check the date because I can't remember it. Sunday, October 15th, 2017, and this is episode number 16. So it has been a pretty busy week, and I am working hard at work trying to make sure everything is all set up and caught up and that there's nothing left unresolved so that I can go to Rhinebeck worry-free. So time is just ticking. Of course, when you set up your plans, it feels like it's going to be forever, and you're like, oh, it's never going to get here. And I've been feeling that way the last couple of weeks, and now I'm like, holy moly, I've got like 3 days left. So just excited, and I got a lot of work to do to get ready to go, but I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like it's going to be so much fun, and we've got so many plans to just see people that we know and have a good time. So it's going to be a laid-back trip, and I'm really glad for that. I am, as always, out here in the backyard in the lovely Shenandoah Valley, and the leaves are really falling. It is so pretty. Yesterday, Front Royal, the town that I live in, had their Festival of Leaves, and that was just super awesome. And I met a wonderful person there. Actually, I didn't bring that over. Let me grab it. That's better. So I went to our Festival of Leaves, and really, I was working yesterday. And so since I was working, I needed something for breakfast. I was on the move, and so I stopped to get a taco at Rescue Tacos 911. They are a local food truck, very inexpensive tacos, very inexpensive burritos, but for breakfast they have this lovely egg and chorizo breakfast burrito. So good. And, you know, bang for your buck. I don't think I could even make, bacon and eggs at home for that price. It's just, and the flavor's really good. It's well worth it. So as I was standing there, I put my order in, and as I was standing there waiting, I saw a sign that said alpaca. That word is going to catch my attention. So I'm like looking around the festival, and it's like, woo! So I kind of walk over there. Of course, it's going to take a few minutes for my burrito. This burrito I got to be done. And it is Poverty Ridge Farm. And here you go. You can see their card. And so I just kind of walked up and, said, oh, you have yarn, you have fiber, let me take a look. And started kind of talking to them. I explained that I do the Worldwide Knit in Public Day event in town, and I also do, I'm also organizing a spin-in town where everybody gets to bring their spinning wheel or their spindles, and we just have a lovely day spinning in the town square. We have a gazebo area, so I'm trying to get that organized. And so as she and I were talking about it, and I said I would love to have local vendors, local owners and dyers, and I would just love to have them involved in these things. For them, it absolutely has the ability to drum up business. It allows people who may not have the foresight or sorry, the dogs are playing. Calm it down. Thank you. May not have sometimes when you're learning to spin, you don't necessarily you're intimidated by buying really nice things. just because you don't want to ruin it. You want to practice on crappy stuff until you get better. That's totally the wrong way to go. Yarn or fiber that is matted or not the best quality, made with seconds, it just doesn't spin well. And so you'll get frustrated and be unhappy and think that you can't spin, when in reality the problem is the fiber you're starting with, not you or the tools you're using. So I walked up and just kind of started the conversation with her and asked if she would, be interested. I said, "Can I have a card? If I, have one of these events coming up, I would, maybe love to have you involved." And so she took her card back and handed me a bag. And I opened it to feel what was in it, and she's like, "Oh no, my card's in there. You take that." I was like, "Are you serious?" It was a 2-ounce bag of alpaca and mohair blend. And this is her blend, and she's just like, "Here, try it. Tell me what you think of my blend. Tell me what you think of it." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" So I was so excited. It is so unbelievably smushy. Let's see, all natural color, white. It is prepared absolutely wonderfully. There is tiny bits of vegetable matter, but really what I would say for a mill product, for a say Rowan or like a known upscale brand, I'd be like, veggie matter. For a small business, small production, not like big commercial production, I'm like, there was a piece of grass. Doesn't even bother me. But check this out. It is so soft and fluffy. It is, and again, the prep is just lovely. I pre-drafted a little to see how and it just slides. This is going to draft so beautifully. So I am really a fan. And again, had I not needed a burrito yesterday morning to go to work, I never would have known. So just pre-drafted some. See if I could draft it evenly by hand. Let's just give this a little twist and see what we end up with. I was thinking there's 2 ounces here. I could definitely do a fingering weight. Once I apply it, get a sport weight, I could definitely do that. But with the slight mohair content in here, that would add a lot of strength. Mohair is a very strong yarn. It's not something I typically like up against my neck, but I really think that the alpaca blend in it is, because it's mostly alpaca. It's a 60-40 blend. With it being mostly alpaca, I think that gives me back my next to skin comfiness. So if I go for maybe something worsted weight, that's where I'm ending up. But of course, the mohair content in there is going to give me a really nice halo. So this would be something that would be very fuzzy, very warm. So I don't know if I'm going to actually spin this for a sport weight and to do something like maybe get started on a pair of socks or something with it, or if I could I definitely have enough here to spin it worsted and do maybe like a small cowl or something. But reality check. The stuff is glorious. This is where you get it. And no matter how I decide to spin this, I really think I'm going to have more. So, our fiber prep is lovely. So, Poverty Ridge Farm, they're in Paw Paw, West Virginia. Definitely check them out. Give them a call. They were kind and generous enough to gift me with this, and it is glorious. Having said, they also had yarn, so that was really, really nice to see. I'm going to I'll link to their website. I have the website. I don't have the website. I have their phone number, though. Super sleuth stalking. I definitely think I'm going to be talking with them and giving them some of my business, because just the fiber prep is lovely. Oh, so squishy. On to what I'm currently knitting. The Rhinebeck sweater. I'm torn. It's going to be like 74 in Rhinebeck over the weekend. 74. That's t-shirt weather. That is not heavy woolens. At this point, I'm looking at my to-do list and wondering if I should just go ahead and scratch, because I was going to wash my woolens that I was going to take. I was going to wash and block my Find Your Fade, my Drachenfels. I was going to take my Buffy the Cold Weather Slayer, and now I'm like, it's going to be too hot to wear them. I've been busting my behind on my Rhinebeck sweater. I was working on it even last night. I've got one sleeve done. The other is about this far in. That far in. I could totally finish it. When we leave, I can work on it that night. I work on it on Friday morning. I totally have the time to finish it. I'll definitely be able to. I'm like, but part of me is just going, it's going to be too hot. What's the point? So here you can see my finished sleeve. I haven't woven in any ends yet, but I looked at a lot of different ways to finish it, and what I ended up liking visually was just the slightly billed sleeve. I don't like the big billed sleeve, with a garter edging. So that's what I ended up doing. I carried the ribbing down the sleeve. The ribbing is even with the body, if you can see that. So the way I did the ribbing is even with where it ends on the body. Overall, still very pleased with this sweater. Pleased with the design, pleased with the yarn. I'm just like thinking about back burnering it, because now it's going to be too hot. And watch a cold front come in and watch me be sitting there in a t-shirt shivering. That's just the way it goes. My husband's like grinning because he can see it going that way as well. He went to school in New York, so he knows all about, autumns up in New York. So thinking about it, I don't know. I'm torn. They say, prepare for the worst, hope for the best? I don't even know what I'm preparing and hoping for. I mean, I'm excited to have lovely 70-degree day, weather. It's going to be beautiful. The trees are going to be turning, and it's going to be nice enough to go walking outside and looking at the leaves. But at the same time, shouldn't I be hoping for sweater weather? Which one am I hoping for? I don't know. So that's where my hand knits are. Today I've got so much to do. I got to make sure that the car is cleaned out. Oh, my poor fleece. Washed my fleece weekend before last? Last weekend, I think. And I had her out in the sun drying. She was doing very well, and then the rain came. And so I brought it in, tried to figure out how to best dry it, was drying it in the bathroom on a system of rotations, could not get it dried through enough. So today, now it smells sheepier. Today it's being rewashed, and it's supposed to be 86 today, so it will be put back out in the sun today. So hopefully I can get that done and get my just get everything done that I have on the agenda so that I'm not, freaking out Wednesday night trying to leave on Thursday morning. So that is what's going on here. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thank you to Poverty Ridge Farm. That was just such a lovely gift. I went into work yesterday. I went into work going, it's the best day ever! Just from that simple act of kindness. So it was really, really lovely. Give them a Google, check them out, throw in some business if you can. You will not be disappointed. Everything that they had yesterday at the festival was absolutely lovely. Other than that, let's see. My next podcast will be next Sunday from Rhinebeck. Probably from the hotel. But hopefully I'll have a bunch of pictures and things to add to the podcast. Hopefully they're going to go up on Sunday with the podcast, but if not, I will do them Tuesday upon my return. So I hope to see all of you guys there. As always, come say hi, introduce yourself, come get some buttons, and I look forward to seeing you all there. Really kind of excited to see what Miss Babs' Rhinebeck Color of the Year is going to be. Something beautiful, I'm sure. But I think that's it. Have a wonderful week, and hopefully I will see you at Rhinebeck. If I don't, then I'll post all about it. Enjoy your Sunday.